Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses back here with an NBA 2K25 My Team speculation video. Before I get into this video, I want to just say that I'm not a big fan of making these kinds of speculative videos. I think I've talked about this on the channel in the past. I just don't like talking about things that I don't have concrete evidence of, and I will only make speculation videos or claims that are kind of speculative if I have evidence that I think are either supportive of the claim that I'm going to make or can spark healthy conversation. And I feel like so much of the different kinds of speculation videos that I've been seeing revolving around my team, especially for NBA 2K25, and especially revolving around the auction house potentially coming back in NBA 2K25, have honestly just been empty calorie videos saying that, oh, the auction house has to come back because Ronnie 2K tweeted out a really vague sentence about my team, or the what's that quote that's been circling the interwebs, my team my way, or your team your way, whatever it is. That doesn't mean anything. Taking four words or however many words were in that sentence and using that as a way to say that the auction house is coming back is honestly just lazy. And I am not going to be someone that's going to come out here and push content like that, because I want to give you guys food for thought, give you guys content with, evidence that I think could make for at the very least interesting conversation. And the claim that I'm here to bring today, because again, I've seen a lot of people speculating that the auction house is going to make a return in NBA 2K25 My Team, is that even if the auction house comes back, how that isn't necessarily going to be a great thing, how it's not necessarily going to be a blessing. Maybe it will be better than the player market, especially the player market from the latter half of NBA 2K24 My Team, where special inserts began running rampant and taking away all of our best players, or all of our favorite players, I should say, as well as all the best players in the game, making them all gamble only. Getting any variety, any version of the auction house back will probably be better than the player market, but I still feel like 2K is going to find a way, if they give us the auction house back, to really restrict what we can do on that auction house. And my supporting evidence for that is going to come in the form of Madden Ultimate Team, who, if you pre-ordered that game, you had early access to it starting yesterday, which was Monday, August the 12th, I believe, at around 4 p.m. or so. And I used to play Madden Ultimate Team. I believe I've talked about that on the channel. And I have a number of content creators on the Madden Ultimate Team side who I really, really like. In fact, when it comes to the content creation that I try to do and the quality of it, while I may not really have any editing on this channel because I'm lazy, and I own up to that all the time. I have zero editing. I just, record, and whatever I do in one run is what I upload for you guys. But there are a lot of content creators on the Madden side who not only do a great job with editing, but I also just feel like the content in their videos are generally very qualitative, which I really appreciate. And that's what I try to do. I may not always put out a lot of videos, but I try to make the videos that I put out, for the most part, as high quality as I can, with either fun gameplay or fun tips and methods, or just anything else that I find to be very informative and hopefully helpful as just food for thought for you guys, to hopefully use to make yourself, better, or put yourself in a better position in NBA 2K24 My Team, and maybe 2K25 My Team if I get the game. With that said, Gut Fox was one of my favorite content creators, and probably still is, in the Madden Ultimate Team universe. He puts out incredible content, and maybe it's just because I'm older now, but his sense of humor really resonates with me. So maybe that's why I really enjoy Gut Fox's content. But the video that I want to show today, or at least some bits and pieces of this video that I want to show today to support my claim as to why, again, I think if the auction house returns for NBA 2K25 My Team, it may not be the blessing that everyone expects it to be, is a video from this content creator, Joe Bruin. He's one of the most market savvy people who I knew from my time playing Madden Ultimate Team. He, has a coin Bible. He's been putting tremendous work into that, I'm assuming, over the last couple of years when I've been out of the Madden community. I played Madden Ultimate Team basically from Madden 18 through Madden 21 or 22, and I kind of skipped around a couple of years here and there. Maybe I only played half of the year here and there, but while I was playing it a lot, and content creators like GutFox and iJoe really helped me make more coins and win more games. So when these guys put out a video like this one saying MUT25 is broken, or like this one saying EA killed the auction house, I think it's worth a listen. So I'm going to play 2 clips from this video to again showcase why I think if the auction house comes back for my team next month, it may not be the auction house that you guys know and love.
Now let's get into the auction house. And for some reason, someone at EA, and I'm speechless when it comes to this. I'm speechless. So there's a few things right now going on within the game. Right now, we have minimum price ranges on every single base card or champion or hero. The only cards that do not have a price range are plat cards. So if I were to go to, and this will be another thing, we'll get into it, 80 to 81, you will notice that there are quite a lot of 80 overalls at 28.645 because that is the minimum price for an 80 overall. For some reason, we have this in the game, and it is not allowing people. I was lucky enough to be on very, very early. I was able to get on like 45 minutes early through New Zealand. I was able to sell a few 80 overalls and stuff. But some people are stuck with the cards they either got from crude rewards, from packs, from rewards. It just like the entire 80 overall filter is cards at 28, pretty much 1,000 coins. And they have the 81 overalls at 44,000 coins. This also extends all the way up to... Actually,
let me just pause it for a second. And also, if we get an ad, which I may because my ad blocker's been acting really weird on my computer lately. One thing I want to point out is if you guys take a look, and you guys can scroll back in this video, or you can go and watch this MUT25 is broken video by iJoe, and if you play Madden, he's a great content creator to watch. I can't attest to how good iJoe and GutFox's content is enough. But if you take a look at the number of cards that iJoe is showing here in this like 1 minute of footage I've shown so far, you'll see a number of these players are at that minimum price floor that he's talking about here. And I don't think, you need to be a rocket scientist to make this claim. This is going to, if it stays in Madden Ultimate Team like this, really hurt and potentially kill off sniping, or at least the effectiveness of sniping in terms of building a lot of coins relatively quickly in Madden Ultimate Team. And if this comes into 2K, it's going to be the same exact thing for my team. So price ranges, something to keep an eye on if my team goes the Madden Ultimate Team 25 route with their auction house.
Set the filter. This extends all the way up to the champion level 85 overall preseason players. They are stuck at 281k, I believe is the number. And you can see they are flooded for 281k because that is the minimum price you can list them for. Hopefully, it's not like college football Ultimate Team. And again, college football only did that because there was a massive loophole they had to make a change. This was just implemented in the game at the start, which to me is even worse. They greenlit this to have at launch at hour 1. Hopefully, and it will get fixed because it's...
Okay. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you in terms of the price floors, the price ranges. If you look into it a little bit further, you'll see certain cards, like I think it's 82 or 83 overalls. They have a price floor of 70k coin, and I think a price ceiling of 75k. So literally 5k wiggle room. I mean, the tax on a 70k purchase or a 70k sale is 7k. So the tax is greater than the difference between the price floor and price ceiling of an 82 or 83 overall. That's insane to me, how 7k in tax could be more than the difference between the price floor and the price range of a card. That's absolutely insane. Just to show you, I think a little bit further on, let's go to 547 in the video, just briefly here.
I'm gonna read my starting quarterback. I'm using
right here. Let's pause it for a second when he goes to auction right here. Let me go full screen here for a split second right here. You can see here, Kyler Murray, 78 overall quarterback, 11,458 is his min, 12,603. So a 1,000-ish price difference between the min and the max. That really sucks. Like, that's terrible. And I feel like, again, if you're going to pick up NBA 2K25 My Team and they talk about price ranges being implemented in the game, look out for this, because I really think this could hurt the amount of fun you're going to have buying and flipping cards in the auction house. Moving on to the next thing that I think is pretty terrible for people that are playing Madden Ultimate Team right now. Let's
Ever
see,
they update
right
the price
here,
range.
543.
We also have a glorious new feature in the filters for Madden 25 Ultimate Team. For some reason, some bonehead at EA thought it was okay. Instead of, going quality and having, the overall here and then, you sort by position. Nah. We're going to have position and overall in the same filter.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
The same filter. So right now, like if you want to go, I want an 82 overall quarterback. You can't do that. You just got to go elite. You got to go corner. And the only reason it's going to show up 59th minute right now is I'm recording this at 3 o'clock in the morning my time because my day's wrapping up. But even at that, I don't even know if it is 59th minute. No, it is. But like during the heart of the day, oh, that's only left guard. Like you're not. Man, I just don't. How does this get greenlit by people? Like this is such a bad like way of how would I say it, like style of life, like just
You would say quality of life, Joe. This is a quality of life limitation that Madden Ultimate Team has put into the game between, I mean, reducing the effectiveness of filters really sucks. I mean, not being able to search by overall and position would really, really suck. Now, maybe in the future, Madden won't have to worry about this as much because, at least from what I remember, I used to look more so at the promo. So, like, if I was dealing with, let's say we're at Halloween, and around Halloween, the most feared promo is like the first major promo that drops in Madden Ultimate Team every year. So you could still search by position and most feared as the program. But I guess like the first like month to 2 months when you're really chasing these core elite cards, it's gonna be rough in the Madden Ultimate Team streets trying to snipe. And again, this is something where like my team could bring back the auction house. They could limit the price floor, or I should say they could limit the amount you can sell your card for and buy your card for with price ranges. They could give us less filters to make it harder to snipe, and then even if you're able to find a filter that works for you, given whatever they give us in my team, they could give us price ranges that really hurt your profit. You know, that hurt your ability to buy a card and then flip it and make a pretty wide profit margin. So these are two things that I think are pretty big. EA may change it because I will say, as much crap as EA has gotten, I personally feel like while both EA and 2K are very greedy, at least when it comes to Madden Ultimate Team, they do listen to the community when they complain. If you guys remember when College Football Ultimate Team dropped and they had, I think, a lot of unauctionable cards, a lot of people were complaining about that, and then they lifted the unauctionability. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. They basically took the players who they were not able to sell before and made it so that they were able to sell those previously unauctionable cards. I believe, which is really nice, and it's something that I don't think 2K will ever do. So that really sucks. So case in point, in my opinion, if my team in NBA 2K25 follows along the same lines as what the auction house has in Madden Ultimate Team, if the auction house in NBA 2K25 my team rhymes with what we're seeing in Madden Ultimate Team here on day one of early access, I think we're in a lot of trouble, and we may see an auction house that is honestly just the player market with a mask on it. That's all it's going to be. Also, really quickly before I wrap up this video, because I don't think Joe talks about it in this video, I read somewhere, I think on the Madden Ultimate Team subreddit, that last year in their way being EA's way of combating coin sellers, they removed the trade block, and that was, I think, a really big deal. I don't know if they ever brought it back. I don't think they did, but who knows? I'm not on the game right now, so I'm not the best person to ask. But all I know is last year they did remove the trade block, and I saw a lot of videos on my YouTube feed from the Madden Ultimate Team creators, who I still watch from time to time, talking about the trade block being removed. This year, I think up until you hit a certain level, you're limited in your auction transactions, and I think this is another way of EA trying to combat the bot selling site or the coin selling sites with those bots. um, limiting. I think you can probably only buy and sell a handful of cards every day until you improve your level. Which I don't think that really is going to suck that much at after like a week or so. But right now, I think people are definitely feeling it. I think in a way, it's kind of similar to how you needed to hit like level 2 or level 3 in previous years of NBA 2K My Team to unlock the auction house. It's kind of like that, but I think a little bit more limiting because you get access to it on day one, but they limit what activity you can do on there until you hit the appropriate high enough level. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts. I just wanted to get this out there. Again, I'm not saying that because Madden did this in their Ultimate Team mode, that we're going to see this exact same style of auction house in NBA 2K25 My Team. I mean, let's be brutally honest, it's probably going to be worse because My Team has always been the last to adopt the good features, arguably, like removing contracts, and they're always the first to put in content or game modes or features that we don't like putting in a player market that was defunct from the beginning of the game. So I would not be surprised if the 2K devs are looking at what Madden's doing and saying, "Oh wow, that's really cool. They put in this auction house, but it's really really limiting, and it's going to affect the amount of coins that our consumers can make, the amount of MT our players can make, and so maybe that'll make them buy more packs." Because if you think, "Oh well, that's really stupid," you could argue that well, putting special inserts in the game is also pretty stupid. And I feel like Take Two made a lot more money in the latter half of the year because people spent a ton of money on the game every week on packs because that was the only way they could get the players that they wanted. And so if you think that this is stupid, just remember that the player market post All Star Weekend and the way 2K went about it with those special inserts was also probably pretty stupid. And so they have they have literally they have no care about the community. I don't think they have any issue putting in stuff that we're going to be upset about because ultimately there are going to still be enough people on the game who are going to spend money every single week to chase the players that they want, to the point that they don't care about the bottom feeders like us who maybe only spend $10 a season like myself on the Pro Pass or spend no money and go full no money spent all year. So uh, sorry to end it on more of like a downer note, I guess, but I'm just trying to keep it realistic. Like try to keep your opinions on this game realistic. Try not to be swayed too much next week when that blog comes out. I'm going to be talking on that blog reaction video in that podcast with a guy who, while he's been better lately in years past, and he will own up to this, has always been someone to take a grain of salt from the blogs and run with it, and that is Harry. Harry used to be the biggest, most bullish person on the blogs, and I'm going to try to go in with as realistic, if not a borderline pessimistic outlook on My Team, because whatever they say in that blog is going to be a load of bull, and we have to just be really careful with what we believe from that blog. I will say so far in closing, a lot of what 2K has been discussing about NBA 2K25 does sound good. I like for example, in my GM, you can now kind of like traverse the world, like traverse the office, traverse the building, I guess, as a general manager. It's a very, very small change, but it kind of makes the game mode feel a little more real. It's kind of like how in my career, how you can move around. You're not just like stuck to cutscenes and menus. So I really like that. Hoping that we see some positive changes in My Team, but expecting there to be um, not as many positives and many more negatives. There's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. Again, I don't do speculative videos. It's not in my wheelhouse because I only like to make videos like this when I have evidence that I think is either going to support the claim or at least make the claim that I'm making interesting and hopefully spark some healthy debate in the comment section or wherever else. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.